Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Know About Embedded Systems. In today's video, we will understand how to check the memory in the real time using our STM32 Cube ID. So how to track the memory or how to verify the memory. So that part we will see in this video. So before starting the video, if you're a new viewer to my channel, kindly subscribe my YouTube channel, click on bell icon and share this videos to your friends and colleagues. Let us start the video. So guys, in microcontroller, memory plays a very important role, and how to debug the memory or how to verify the memory in our microcontroller in a real time, that I will show you demonstration. Okay, so now if you observe here, I have two memory sectors. So which is starting here, you can see this is my memory location 2001 FFD8, and this is one more memory location, right? So how to access this memory location in our microcontroller debug window? Let us see. So guys, I have written already one code here. It's a very simple code. I have created three variables. If you look here, so it's very simple code it is. So I have created two arrays, array 1 and array 2, and array 1 is having the values of 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 and 5 5, and array 2 I have declared and I have initialized to 0. So I have two arrays and I will transfer data from array 1 to array 2. You can see here using simple for loop for I is equal to 0, I is less than 5, I plus plus. Using this method, I'm just passing or I'm transferring data from array 1 to array 2. You can see here I'm passing data from array 1 to array 2. So this is a simple program, and how this looks like in the memory, that part I will show you now. So once the program is written, you need to build it. Click on here and go to clean build here, and then go for build project. So you should get 0 warnings and 0 errors. Okay, and then this your project. This is my project here, STM32 counter, and right click here, and there is an option called as debug. So if you click on the run option, your microcontroller will run complete program, but you cannot see any output in the debugger. That's why what you have to do is right click on your project and go to debug as STM32 Cortex M project. Okay, so now you can give your project name. So my project name is, you can see here, this is my project name, STM32 counter. So this is my count. Okay, so you need to select the same name, click on that and okay. So now it will enter into a debug window. It will take some time. Yes, now you can see you're in a debug window. Sometimes it will show like this, or sometimes it will show all the parameters. So now what we have to do, go to show option and take variable. So then I need to select a variable. Go to Windows and show. Here you can see I can see the last one, x is equal to variable, so you can click on that. Yeah, so when you click on that, you can see what are the variables I have created. I have created variable 1, that is array 1, and variable 2 is array 2. So the same thing you can see here. Okay, array 1 and array 2 are two arrays of integer type, and also it will show you can see here the memory locations it's going to. Okay, this I will close it. Now you can see what are the contents of your array, what are the contents of your array 1 and array 2, right? So this is a default content of array 1 and array 2. Now what I will do, I will take one more window, go to here, show in, and you can browse memory browser. Okay, this memory browser, yeah, So the now memory browser is nothing but where you want to check the output. Okay, so now what I will do, I just wanted to check the array1 and array2. So let us first, I'll execute till here. So here you can see this is a step-in option. You can use step-in option. Now you can see array1 got initialized with 1 1 1 2 2 2 3 3 4 4 and 5 5, right? So now what is the address of your array1? You should know address of your array1 and array2. So this is my address. These two are address of array1 and array2. Array1 is having 2001 FFD8. This is my array1, and array2 2001 FF. So now for one by one I'll check it here. You type the first one address 20x. You can type like this 0x 200 FFD8. Okay, there should be. Yeah, now you can see. So this is the source memory location. Okay, observe here. These are all my datas, whatever I have kept it in my source, right? 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 5 5, right? This is my source address. Now I will execute. I'll take one more memory browser here, and what is the address of my destination? That is array2. The array2 is having the address 0x 200 1 FF4. Okay, so I have not yet executed this instruction. This instruction I have not yet executed. I will execute now and observe what is going to happen. Now you can see. Right, now what happened is array2. So what is the address? You see array2 address is 2001 FCC4. So this is my destination address. When I execute array2 got initialized with 0000, right? Yeah, so this is how you can check your memory inside the microcontroller using your debugger. So now what I will do, I will just execute. Now this is your source, that is your array1 and array2. So this is your array1. So now array1 is initialized with 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 5 5, and array2 is initialized with 0 0 0 0 0. Right, now what I will do, I will transfer one data and let us see what will happen. So this is my destination. Okay, now I will execute first instruction. Now you can see first data got transmitted, right? So this is my source and this is my destination. Now first data got transmitted from source to destination, right? So in the memory location. Now I will execute second one. So now you can, this red color whatever you're seeing, this is your the I value, right? So the same thing you can see here as well. Okay, so now I will increment, I'll go to the next one. Now you can see the second data copied, right? Similar to that, you can go for third one, and third one 3 3 got transmitted. Next 4 4, then 5 5, then counter will reach to next one 5 5. Yeah, after that your program will exit or terminate, right? So in this way you can use your debugger in order to check your memory with the help of memory locations. So every microcontroller will have this window called as a memory window. You can open the memory window and get the variable address, and then you can check its value and you can verify the memory inside the microcontroller. Okay, so I hope this video is an informative video. If you feel this video is an informative video, please click on like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and click on bell icon and share these videos to your friends and colleagues.